Hi, everyone. There we go. Yeah, we got 5 rounds ahead of us.
Yeah, 5 rounds. Let's go.
Hi, everyone. Anna Willett with the Boxing Circle here. Today, I am in San Diego, California at the arena, and I'm really excited to announce that I have a pivotal figure in the San Diego boxing community, Joe Vargas, with me today. Thank you so much for joining me today, Joe. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to have you here and to be able to chat with you and share a little bit about your story and just, kind of add more to the boxing community.
Appreciate that. Thank you guys for even considering me to do this. I love it.
Absolutely, thank you. So what we like to do here at the Boxing Circle is kind of, I was just also sharing with you off camera, is I'm looking to add more positivity in the world and give back kind of like a love letter to boxing, because boxing has helped me so much. So I want to give back to coaches, fighters, fans, also folks adjacent within the boxing community that are helping out our community. And I'm doing that through these community spotlights, sparring spotlights, and so much more.
Well, that's amazing. That's cool. Thank you so much for giving back to the sport. I mean, that means the world to me. That's why I said yes. On a heartbeat, I'll do this.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. So it's 5 rounds.
Let's go.
Now, I saw you
I'm a 4-round fighter, though, eh? I'm playing.
Well, and I was say, I saw you in the ring with a couple of your fighters, and I promise you these 5 rounds are going to be a lot easier than what you're used to. Okay, so the first round is, you and I are going to take a stroll down memory lane.
Gotcha.
We're going to go all the way back to the very first time you picked up a pair of boxing gloves. Do you remember what was going through your mind, what you're thinking and feeling?
Yeah, I remember exactly. It was funny because I was playing Little League Baseball, and I must have been about 10.
Okay.
And these kids show up to the baseball park with boxing trophies, and at the time, I didn't realize that there was a boxing league for kids. I just watched boxing on TV. I seen pros.
Right.
So just like Sugar Ray, I went to the same gym. I went to Murph's gym in downtown.
Oh, nice.
Walked up the second story to the billiard room, and the rest was history. I tried to convince the coach to train me because he didn't want to train kids at the time.
Okay.
It was more of a pro style, and I got to meet some of the best trainers in there that I still have a friendship to this day over 30-something years ago.
I love that. Okay, so I got so much from that. One, you broke down some barriers. You were saying, hey, no, I'm ready. I want you to train me. I'm dedicated. But even before that, you didn't know that boxing leagues existed for kids, and you're just like, I didn't know this was an opportunity for me. I just saw it on TV and I liked it on TV, but didn't know this was something that worked for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's amazing. And then now the community. You're still friends with these, fighters and these coaches over 30 years later. Yeah. I'm a big proponent, and I think the boxing community is one of the best communities in the whole world. So I'm not surprised by that, but I just love that so much. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's like I didn't know when I walked in that day to the gym that I would have friends over 35 years. And that's been the most beautiful thing about this path. Like, there's other coaches from other gyms. We might compete with each other sometimes. We go up against them sometimes, but at the end of the day, we hug, we talk. I've cornered them, they've cornered my fighters, and it's just love, It's just love.
You know what? I'm so glad you said that, because that is a common theme that I'm seeing. I've done, I think, maybe about 45 of these community spotlights in the last 2 months.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a busy lady.
Hope I get the most views. I'm competing with those coaches.
But one of the coaches out of Detroit, Michigan.
You're going nationwide. Okay. Awesome.
I am, yeah.
Detroit's Michigan boxing top level.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I met Willie Fortune out of Detroit, Michigan. He also introduced me to K9, Cornelius.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So anyways, he was saying, yes, it's all about love. And he also lives by, hey, we may compete against each other, but at the end of the day, it's all about love. It's all friendship. It's all about supporting each other. And I really, really do like that you have that narrative and you live by those principles of like, hey, I may compete with you, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to go help you out.
Of course.
I mean, that's just fantastic, because I think you and I both know that's not always the case. So I love that you do bring that in.
Yeah, some people want to compete with each other, and I get it. When I always say, once the bell rings, we're friends.
Yes.
While we're competing with each other, I'm not looking at you, but before the fight, I shake their hand. After the fight, I shake their hand. We win. To me, the hardest thing to do is honestly to tell somebody good fight when we beat them.
Yeah.
When we lose, I still tell them good fight, but when we beat them, I feel bad sometimes.
Right.
But that's the nature of the sport.
Yep. But you're still making that effort, and you're saying, hey, I still respect you, and yes, you gave us a run for our money or whatever it may be. You challenged us. It's all about respect and love. So
exactly.
love that you also live by that, and that tells me that you also instill that into all your coaches and fighters as well.
Of course, that's the most important. Integrity. Integrity is one of the key components to my training. If you don't have integrity, the fighters will not listen to you.
Right.
You know, and then one of the hardest things to do is implement integrity into them. Because some of these kids come from broken homes or single parents, or they see a lot of bad stuff when they get here, you know, so.
Absolutely.
Integrity is key.
It is. Which I should also send you Sugar Ray's story, because his beginning into boxing too, he talks about that, and it's pretty phenomenal. So, but yes, integrity is number one, and thank you so much for just also instilling that within the community and continuing that legacy, because that's huge. And again, well, you and we met very briefly at the Women's Boxing Network, the Pink Gloves Chapter 3 here at the arena, and I was so amazed with some of those female fighters, because I've seen them spar, and then also fighting. They're also, some of them, they'll spar against each other, and they'll go all out in the ring, but they're the best of friends afterwards. And that's everything. You know, we're always encouraging each other to be better and to do our best. So thank you again.
That day was so funny you said that, because that day I wasn't going to come in the gym. I came in the morning, but that day I trained somebody, and I had my fighters getting ready for fights, and this was on a Sunday.
Yes.
I just drove in real quick, and I went outside to go take a shower in the other gym. And a little girl about 12 years old, she tells me, hey, she ran up to me, she goes, can I take a picture with you? I was honored. She says, can you watch my fight? And I said, well, when are you fighting? She goes, in two more fights. So I said, I'm going to run and go take a shower in our gym on the other side. I'm going to come right back. I took a shower and I sat there for like 5 minutes. I don't know if you noticed. I was there for like 9 minutes. And I was walking down, I saw Sugar Ray, and we took a picture, and I think you were the photographer. And you know, if I wouldn't have walked in that day, I wouldn't have this interview. It's so funny, like the way boxing works. You know, I came to watch her, and she's added me on Facebook. Miss Ojeda, I don't know her first name, but I'm a fan of hers. And I love what the girls are doing with women's boxing. I was just so swamped that weekend with fights, but I dropped by just to watch her fight that day.
I love it. I love it. I'm so glad you did. Again, you're just showing that integrity in the community.
Exactly. If I told her I was going to watch it, I have to watch it.
You're going to watch it. Okay, round 2.
Let's go.
All right. So, in a perfect world, we know there's not much to improve, but we live in reality. And again, I like to keep things positive, but I do know there is room for improvement, whether it's in the sport or the community of boxing. If you had a magic wand and you can improve one thing, what would that be?
I would make all the sanctioning bodies in boxing, like the WBC, WBA, IBF, to collaborate with each other and make a ranking system amongst themselves. So champions don't have to avoid each other, forced to face each other. Give the fans what they need, and the fighters, you know, get an opportunity. I like the 4 sanctioning bodies. It gives a lot of fighters an opportunity to grow in the sport. Some fighters, if there's only one sanctioning body, it would be so difficult. So just work together. That would be just make the sanctioning bodies force fights.
I love that. I love that so much, that consistency and that clarity just across the board. It does provide a lot of opportunity, but you're right. We, you know, being able to collaborate and work together would be helpful.
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, we're going to time travel for round 3.
Let's go.
All right, any decade, any generation, we can see one fight live. The time machine is fueled up. What fight do you want to see live?
I would...
I know it's tough.
I will go with the most generic answer. I want to watch Muhammad Ali, but I would go a little further than that. And I would want to watch Joe Louis in his prime. You know, just, you know, what he did in the game. And I know there's a lot of other fighters. I just wanted to see, I would like to go back. I don't know what year Joe Louis fought, 30s, 40s. But I would love to be in that setting and see what it would feel like to watch him fight. You know?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, well, let's go see Joe Louis fight. But then also, you and I, we're going to watch him train too, because I was actually, it's dismantled right now, but last month when I was in Detroit, I stood on the very ring where he actually trained. And
wow.
Yeah, and that's also where Emmanuel Stewart actually learned to fight. You know, it's not the original Crunk location, that was somewhere else. But I went to the new Crunk location. I got the backstage, like behind the scenes tour. They showed me the original ring where Joe Louis. And so we're going to watch him train and fight.
Yes, ma'am.
Because he was just a powerhouse.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
And just the name itself, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would want to go see.
Yeah. Okay. We're doing it. I'm going to make sure we have plenty of snacks and plenty of...
Got the time machine and let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. We got 2 more rounds. Round 4. It's a little bit deeper, but...
No, you skipped round 3.
No, round 3 was the time travel.
Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. I'm telling you how to do your job. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to be a coach here.
No, it was great. You were like, wait a second, you didn't say round 3.
Yeah.
No, yeah, so the time travel was round 3. But round 4, you can go as deep or as light as you want. This question, I get a little bit, different answers on it, but what does the sport of boxing mean and bring to you?
Oh my God, it's my life. And boxing, without it, I don't know. It's just such a cliche, but I've been in the gym since I was 9, 10 years old, and I'm 48 now. So I've never, I had a gap where I didn't do it for like 3, 4 years.
Right.
Trying to find my feet in life, and life brought me back to it. Okay. And those were my most miserable years, the ones that weren't involved in boxing, So yeah, I've always been a part of it as a coach, as a fighter, as a support system for fighters. I was always, my home, since the last 20 years has always had a fighter or 2 living with us. So it's my passion. Yeah.
Okay. Again, you're expanding this community in more ways than one, which I absolutely love. And I get it. I mean, you are such a pivotal pillar here in the San Diego boxing community. So I can see how much it's just everything in terms of your life and just everything that you do here. But I also didn't know that you also have, folks that'll stay with you from time to time. And, that means you're also instilling and helping that in multiple ways. So thank you for doing that.
Of course, my pleasure. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and the boxing community, again, we've talked about how welcoming it is and how much it helps people. So I know those fighters are also very appreciative.
Oh, they become family. They become family. I always tell people, boxing is not for everyone, but everyone that does it will get something out of it. I have fighters nowadays, former fighters that are police officers, lawyers, painters, military, everything every walk of life, they did something positive because boxing kind of installed them to get discipline and structure.
Yeah.
So it's my blessing isn't always sometimes in the ring. Sometimes it's outside the ring.
Right. It's phenomenal community, phenomenal sport. There's a reason why I'm doing this, and I'm just giving back because it saves lives in so many different ways, and it helps people so much.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, you ready for your championship? Okay, you ready for your championship round?
Ready for the last round.
All right, we're in it now.
Some Vaseline on, mouthpiece, water, let's go.
Let's go. All right, today's the day. It's the first day for somebody in the world where they have the courage to pick up a pair of boxing gloves or walk into a boxing gym or step into the ring for the very first time. We don't know their age, we don't know their background, and we don't know their physical or mental abilities. What advice do you want to give that brand new fighter?
Well, first of all, I want to commend them for coming in.
Yes.
That's the hardest thing. I remember my walk up the steps the first time I went to the gym. Even though I wanted it so badly, I was trembling. I don't know what fear I had, but I'm sure everybody has a fear of trying something new for the first time. So the first thing I would tell them is commend them for coming in. And second, the most important things to me to learn as a fighter, obviously, in the ring, it would be balance, a jab, and defense.
Yes.
And outside the ring, discipline, structure, and just be, I like to use the word tenacity, be tenacious.
Yeah.
Be tenacious in everything you do in the ring, in the ring and outside the ring. And that's it, just hold them accountable. And I tell them to hold me accountable too as a coach.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I like that you also gave them props, and accolades for starting it because it's intimidating. It's an intimidating sport. And to outsiders, they don't know how welcoming the community really is.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the skill set. You just have to be willing to learn.
Willing to learn.
That's all you got to do.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. Well, thank you so much, Joe. This has been so much fun. I appreciate you taking the time, the energy, giving us a little bit of your story. I know there's so much more there, but this is the time where you can shout out to your friends, family, fans, anyone, any last words you want to say?
No, just thank you guys, everybody, for even tuning in and watching this. It means a lot to us. And also just keep supporting your local fighters,
Yes.
helping them go on trips, helping them, anything you can do. Sometimes this path is not for everyone, but help them out and they'll find their path.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.